Hey there, sexy simmer. Did you know that together we can defeat voodoo? It's been years since my last video, and years since we got to do anything because of this damn virus that's all wilding out and about. If you want to skip to the end, I totally understand, dude. This crazy build took over 9 hours to make, so I sped it up, cause no way, man. Ain't nobody got time for that, except for our Sims. Now is the perfect time to live vicariously through them. I started off by making the main structure and layout of the rooms, and then went into the debug items and pulled out a bunch of things that look like it could put some sort of crazy curse on your Sims. Things that look like maybe Jesus would die for your Sims. See what I did there? Dad jokes for the sacrificial win. I'm turning Willow Creek's Crawdad Quarter into the French Quarter of New Orleans. This part of town will have a fun Mardi Gras vibe similar to Bourbon Street. So go Wang Chung tonight and flash M for the beads. Party like no tomorrow and let it loose like the slots at River Rock. Have you seen that sign? One letter change and it looks like an Adam and Eve ad instead. Get loose, girl. What better way to get wild than by starting out with a voodoo shop? This build is going to have the first and second floor as the shop space, with living quarters on the top, and a magically paranormal basement below. 4 layers of funfetti. Or maybe it wasn't that fun since it sorta came out of left field like a foul baseball hitting a small child in the face while he's eating ice cream. That poor little sucker. He never saw it coming until it was all over his face and dripping with disgrace. It's probably because his parents brought him to a store like this and he messed around with voodoo. He touched a booby-trap baseball and it cursed his curious soul. Now anytime baseball comes up he faces his ultimate foe. His face. Sometimes when he looks in mirrors he even has a baseball breakthrough to smack him. Broken glass is one of the major bad luck barons of superstitions. Even if he throws salt over his shoulders he can never break the bad baseball spell. It doesn't matter how kosher that yellow girl is, she isn't salty enough to separate the boy's face from the balls. Once or twice a stick of butter did the trick, but most days the little bastard is dodging balls like a cat stuck outside trying to avoid the rain. The boy has tried his hardest to keep the circular swarms off of his face, but they just keep coming back. PE is the worst for this little kid. Every time the ball monitor brings out the bag, the balls come flying at him in every direction. His face is not safe. The balls are rubber and he is glue. The balls bounce all over and stick to little boy blue. The only way he can fix the phenomenon is by going back to the voodoo shop. You can't undo the spell, but you can layer another one over it. Voodoo is crazy like that. Seriously, you don't want to fart around with this type of majestical evil. It's a surefire way to get balls in your face, if you catch the drift, or the balls. But you really don't want to do that. This little guy learned the hard ball way. He meddled in things that he really should not have put into his puny brain because he can't even possibly understand that mystical workings of the Uga Bagugu Wiji Wakakaleka Shmakababa Ono Baba Waoa We Pini Butakali Augarari Aro Erarav. Like, what does that even mean to a child? What does that mean to you? Exactly what I suspected. The Sims are speaking out to the trees. If a tree falls in Willow Creek and nobody is around to hear it except for my Sim, but then the Sim gets abducted by aliens, does the struggling Sim make a sound? The only way we can know for sure is by giving into the balls. Full frontal style. Come at me, bro. I'm taking all the alien probes and sacks to the face early. You can't handle this lemon twist. Don't try to harsh my mellow since it's yellow from my fruity lade. Citrus mistress up in here and you tryna come up in like a frigid lil finch. Chirp chirp you early worm. This night owl has more options to choose. I got gains to the nines and you will have no idea how to handle this full throttle baby bottle. Don't stop until we get to the top of the ball and roll down the hill. You have to if you know what's good for you. If you don't know, you should probably get tested for COVID since you got no taste, you silly little slippery skeeter. Coming out here like some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs type of way. That's not how we run it out up in this side of the coin. Cha-ching baba baby. We are straight up baller shot callers running the streets and the underground sewers too, so you better watch out for those ninja turtles because they reppin' for us. We got cheese pizza and ham sam on our side, so you know we gonna eat all day. Nom, even your mom is cooking for us. Yep, you done heard it right. But for real though, if you actually listened all the way through this video, you are a superhero with the patience of a saint. This entire dialogue hasn't really had much to do with the video. I'm well aware most people just skip to the end of the video because they don't like my voice. So I decided to write some random stories just to make it a little more interesting. If you like this style, let me know in the comments below. Happy holidays, homies, and thanks for spending some time with me during this pandemic. Come back soon and watch another video on acid, I mean speed. I miss you already, boo.